What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And in today's video, as you can see, we're not necessarily at the garage today, but today we are headed out to Gila Bend to do an event called the No Fly Zone. And essentially what that is a not quarter mile, but a half mile roll race. So we're taking the G80 down there. We're going to meet with a bunch of the boys. There's gonna be a ton of fast cars out there. We're talking like 1300 horsepower Vipers, 1200 horsepower GTRs. So it's gonna be a fun horsepower packed day. So that's what we're doing now, just gassing up the G80, and we're gonna go ahead and head out. So definitely stay tuned for all the fun stuff planned for today. All right, guys, we're getting ready to jump into run number 1, and looks like we are going against a Charger. So we should, depending on what kind of Charger it is, we should come out on top, hopefully. All right, guys, so we are back from run number 1, and run number 1 was just kind of like getting a good understanding for the track. This is out on a airport runway, so we did a 142 in the half mile. So now I'm gonna give it a little bit more, and hopefully we can get a little bit of a better number. All right, guys, getting ready for run number 2, and it looks like we have another BMW that we're going to be going against, but really it's just about trying to get a good feel for the car and dial everything in and test a bunch of different of the like launch control, all that stuff. So that's what we're doing. Yeah, that's so much fun. guys, so just finished up at the racetrack. Well, not necessarily a racetrack, it's a tarmac at an airport. But overall, 10 out of 10. If you've never been to an event like that, I highly, highly recommend it. It's definitely cool to be able to go fast, to do it safely, to do it in a controlled environment. We're wearing helmets, everything is monitored, and you can just get out there and step on the gas and not have to worry about getting pulled over or anything like that. That being said, the main reason why I actually went ahead and did this today is because I wanted to get a good baseline of where the car is at kind of stock, right? Like obviously we have done a couple of modifications to the car, but mainly just things like the intakes and things like that are not really adding significant power or horsepower gains to the car. So I wanted to be able to get a stock baseline so that as we start to progress and as we start to modify the car even more, we could be able to take it back and kind of be able to see the difference that's made. Now, obviously we could dyno the car and understand the horsepower gains, but I think it's a little bit more fun to get behind the wheel and test the horsepower in the actual seat of the car. But let's get into the actual times that I ran. So we did a total of 4 runs, and our best run was a 148.6. So if you can see it there, best time was, or best trap speed, sorry, is 148.6. We had a 147.8 and then a 144 and a 145. So funnily enough, the best trap speed that we had, it was the only time that I actually took a passenger in the car. Now, I don't know if that was an indicator or was a reason that we hit that, but overall, beautiful weather out, and we were able to get out there and have some fun. There was a ton of cars out there, really big horsepower, like Viper with 2,000 horsepower. He is like, I turned it down to 2,000 horsepower to come and run out here. He was trapping like 205 miles an hour. And that was one of, so if you don't know, I previously had a Gen 5 Viper, and that was one of the things that I wanted to do. I wanted to build that car to be able to trap 200 in a half-mile event like we did today. When we talk about the kind of money that you have to put into a Viper like that, it's crazy. You're looking at almost 6 figures to twin turbo that car with a built motor to be able to push it and get you over 200 in the half mile. So that's why I ended up not going that route, and we're going this route with the G80. But if anything, it just excites me to see other G80s out there. There was a ton of them. I'll show you some B-roll of that stuff now. But there was a ton of cars out there, a ton of modded G80s, G82s, even older F80s. So there was way more BMWs than I thought there was really gonna be, but it was a blast just being able to meet and connect with other people that enjoy doing the same thing, right? Getting out there, pushing their cars a little bit, and yeah, it was fun. And like I said in the beginning, like I highly recommend you do that if you haven't taken your car out and kind of tested what it has to offer, right? And done it in a safe way. I think that's kind of the key there, right? That being said, guys, thank you so much for tuning into today's video. We got a whole bunch of content planned here coming up soon. Definitely subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't done so already, and we will catch you on the next one.